People think about you a lot. And I'm talking about people that haven't seen you in a very long time. Like, you have lingered on the minds of people for, I don't know why I want to say millennia. That's obviously an over exaggeration, but it's been a while. It's been a while. Like, you are the source of like guilt, inspiration, worry. Like, you are a catalyst, and not in the normal way. I'm talking about like you are a lifelong memory for a lot of people. And some of it's pleasant and some of it's not. Like, people are facing some sort of like repercussions for the way they treated you. And I feel like this is just you popping up in their mind constantly for some reason. And yeah, like, people just notice you're, I don't know. hmm Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna start with the Emperor. The Emperor is somebody who is in their power visibly, and it's not for show because your actions speak so much louder than your words if you even utter them. That's how people are viewing you right now. That's how, honestly, that's how the cards are viewing you. That's how the universe is seeing you right now. Somebody who has stepped up to the plate, somebody who has put their foot down and kind of like bluntly told a lot of people to go to hell. You didn't have time to mince words here, I'm guessing. And I feel like people thought they could linger and you for a while. Like, they thought the even if the bridge had been burned, that you would still hold the image of them when y'all were close. And I feel like you threw that shit out. I mean, the brain can hold a lot, right? But there's something freeing about not being bound by things from the past. And I feel like you made a logical decision here with the Emperor. You redefined what a lover, what a friend, and what a family member is to you specifically. You you redefined what you're willing not only to put up with, but to entertain in the slightest, like, meaning tolerating it. You will not tolerate them. You will not put up with it. Like, and the Emperor is, it's done in a way that comes from confidence, and it's obvious. It doesn't come across as you like a wounded animal lashing out to protect themselves from like being wounded by another animal, right? Like, it comes from pure, unadulterated self growth, desire to be the best version of yourself. It's completely intrinsic, it has no outside root other than your desire to transcend the limitations you see in front of you, you know? And you did. You did. We got this Nine of Cups here. The Nine of Cups is all about satisfaction, emotional satisfaction. And this is the ultimate proof. Anybody can put on the face. Anybody can say the words, be like, yeah, I'm great, life is great, but inside they're falling apart, right? Maybe not everybody can pick up on it like super, but not everybody is as dumb as a rock, and people can pick up on subtle cues. And your subtle cues, your micro expressions, your body language, just the stuff that you're not actively seeking to control, because if you did, you would waste your day micromanaging yourself. And so, what your emotions, what your body language is betraying about you right now is that you're content. Not only are you content, but you are striving for more while being happy where you're at. And I feel like this is genuinely something that's breaking people's minds, right? Like, for whatever reason, I just have to call it ascendancy because there's no other word for it, is literally driving some of these people into like looking at themselves deeply, because at whatever point they knew you at, they felt like they had it together. But you've redefined what having it together means, because the Nine of Cups is somebody who, again, everything's laid out in front of you. You know where you've been, what you've gone through, where you are now, and where you're headed. And I feel like you have the tools to get there. I say that all the time, but you really do. Like 2026 has proven that the world can fall on your head and it doesn't matter. You'll pick it back up, you know? And again, you have this growth factor that you, I don't know, they better stop playing with you before you're holding their world in your hands, because you're holding your own. You are holding your own with this Nine of Cups, you know, and you're doing it gracefully. There's not a struggle here. It's effort. It's effortless. The Emperor and the Nine of Cups is a high level of output, kind of like a high tier, a high caliber of life, whatever you're achieving, but it looks easy. But it's not easy, because I feel like the people you trigger will want to one up you, but they just cannot one up you. Not here, because what is going to be above you, you know, and not in an arrogant way, but what I mean is like they can't do you better than you do you. You're already you. So where is the more you? If you don't have access to more you, they don't either. But I feel like I don't know, you've unlocked something in yourself to where it's, I don't know, like an internal Stargate, right? And now it's like you have this infinite internal cosmos to explore. And I feel like that you do just that, you know. And this is what people fail to see about you, is like you are expansive. You have a vision that people just wouldn't normally think about, and they wouldn't know you possess it unless you said it out loud, because that's how foreign it is to them. But it kind of like puts in this missing piece of information when it comes to you. What people just see your results, but they don't really truly get how far you're thinking, right? And it's not, you're not mega mind or anything, but you have an aptitude for strategy, and it hasn't gone unnoticed, even though people don't know the mechanisms behind it. They don't know just how much you're actually thinking about, like I feel like you'll come up with the wildest shit and it turns out to be true, like, and people are like, how the hell do you even know that? We have judgment. This is giving you the energy of your judgment and others' judgment of you. You're being seen as proficient. If you play Persona 5, you know how you have to level up your social skills to gain new abilities from your friend. Like there's one called, it's just called skill or proficiency, and basically like you're giving me a maxed out proficiency stat. It's like you're just kind of like figuring out new efficient ways to do old things. You're doing new things that people haven't seen. You're refining things. You have good taste. This is where judgment comes into play. Like, so people trust you. People trust your ability to get stuff done. People view you as powerful. Because at the end of the day, what is power? It's agency. It's the ability to have what you want done on earth. It's the ability to create your way through life, and it doesn't mean you don't face opposition. It means you have the power to confront and conquer the opposition. And that's what you have. Judgment is a impeccable foresight, somebody who takes the past experiences, because you've gone through so much. It would be stupid and ignorant. It would prove you to be ignorant and stupid if you did not have a repertoire of stuff to pull out. But you do, like when life throws the curveballs, you've hit those balls before. And I feel like it's giving muscle memory, right? Like you've learned your lessons, you've integrated these lessons, and you're not really one to repeat past mistakes here. Maybe in the past, I feel like you were. There was a learning curve, right? I don't know. There was kind of a brutal learning curve in a way, but it was I don't know. It was for the moment now. It's because, think about it. How are you supposed to develop a skill if you are not constantly tested? And this is something interesting. I'm going to bring up push-ups, because I've heard people talk about this all the time. An easy home workout is push-ups, but there's a con to push-ups, and it's because you reach a plateau, because you cannot drastically increase your own weight that fast to keep up with the need, or with the energy level needed to like tear your muscles, right? So that they can regrow bigger. So you've got to go to the gym. You've got to like add on. And it's giving me that that's what you're doing. Like, so basically it's like your mind has been worked out. your insight, your intuition has, like, I'm just getting bodybuilding, mind building though for you. And that's how people are seeing it. No, you're inspirational, collective. Inspirational. Here, we'll start with this King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is the one who builds, the one who has such a firm foundation that a whole village can be erected on it. You know, like you're the type, like if you're to get massive amounts of money, you'd be the type to build something that would employ the whole city. You would be that type of like person. You're something that like you can see where people fit into things. Like you're that type of person to where you know it's like you use your oversight, like that ability to see the world as a chessboard, but you use it for good. And I feel like you can see other people's strengths. You can see when they're not in the right place as well. Like you would be a really good mentor type of energy. Again, like you don't reach this state like accidentally or just happen upon it, right? The king with the pentacles in general, since they're about earth, they're about physical action and they're also about like the things that like you need to generate stuff, right? So things don't appear out of nothing. Things require work, right? To turn on the lights, you need electricity. And it's like you have been steadily building your infrastructure, like working out, right? But you don't plateau like others. Like if you run into like a creative block, you're the type to go seek out inspiration even though you remain an inspiration for others. Right? That's what this energy is. Like you can be the thing for others, but you are not so like in your ego that you won't seek out something to inspire you when you're feeling like creatively devoid. Because you know, some people like it's hubris. Some people will think if they can't come up with a good idea, it's because one doesn't exist. And you're not like that. And I feel like this is why you grow. The King of Pentacles has a humility about them that allows them to continue learning when they're stuck. You know, and I feel like again, this doesn't touch your ego. It kind of like enhances it a bit. Again, you're like a problem solver. And running into something that you don't have the I keep using this word, the repertoire for, the tools for, you don't get inside your own head and feel like, oh, it's because this or that, or like, oh my gosh, I don't have this, blah, blah, blah. You just go get it. You go do it. You go find it. You go learn it. You go Google that shit. I feel like you waste no time in playing around in the I can't do this type of energy, right? And look, you have, despite this slow, methodical nature of yours, the message of what it sends, especially now, the cumulative effect of what you are building and what you have built sends a very sharp, pointed, and clear message to people about what it takes to climb the ladder, your own ladder. You know, it's giving like you weren't afraid to go through multiple ego deaths. That's what this is. This is what, because this is what people are really getting from it. It's like to get to your spot, you need death and rebirth. But what exactly is death and rebirth? It is the sacrifice of the current ego so that you can grow. And that comes with pain. That comes with kind of having to like reevaluate stuff in your life. And it also doesn't stop the first time you do it, because a lot of people think that the first time you do the ego death thing to where you transform and you face the shadow, that's it, right? You'll never have to do that again, but you know that that's not true. And I feel like you're willing to do it as many times as you need to get the results you want. And this is why spirit rise for you, and this is why people are recognizing what you give off. You're not afraid of yourself. You're not afraid to start over, and you're not afraid of your shadow qualities, right? You embrace these things, and because you know what they're for, you know that if you can take the dark and bring it to the light, it serves a purpose. That the universe, God, does not give you these things, the bad stuff included, for no reason. It's all ingredients in the, I want to say potion, but like in the meal that is you, the final product, the transmuted product, and that's the message you're giving off. You're giving off this Two of Cups, the bridging of different parts of yourself, the recognition and the hand and the holding the hand of the parts that feel rejected, right? And this card has a dual meaning. It's what people are gaining from you, and simultaneously what the thing they're gaining is, which is the two bound halves of the self coming together whole, or however many fragments you got. Some people got more, right? But essentially, people see union. People see the ability to transcend, to grow, and to not be bound by the past, right? You're not bound to the earth. You're not bound to the abyss. You have the Ace of Cups. And this is where it comes from, right? This is like, think of this like zooming all the way in, and now we have a picture of your like inner world and like the generating device within it that keeps you flowing and going. And the Ace of Cups is talking about a deep, deep, esoteric, emotional connection to the higher self, to the divine, the universe. It's giving me uh again Scorpio energy. That's what this is too. But again, it's not really like your sign specifically. It's like the energy of Scorpio in general is this. It's a deep, reflective, intelligent, emotionally and intellectually. Like it's a deepness, it's a depth, and it doesn't come from you alone. It comes from what you are connected to, right? And that's what people are starting to see too, that there is something behind you, and that yes, that shit is real, and to know it's not just for fun. Like I use a lot of metaphors and stuff, but spirituality is not a metaphor for anything else. It is about the spirit, you know? And metaphors can be used to describe the mechanisms behind them. So it's just giving me that you're showing people you're doing a masterclass in what it means to evolve. And people are taking notes.